That's right. Just went to go see The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and they gave out this nice poster here that looks pretty sweet. And I don't know how many of you guys have seen the Swedish version of the movie or even read the book. I actually read the book. Yeah, I know. I read. Isn't that crazy? I read the book. I'm into the second one of the series, and I did see the Swedish one before this one came out, but we're just going to talk about the American version. Okay, so The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo starred Daniel Craig and Rooney Mara, who I think she's a model. I don't remember seeing her in any movies, but it's about a journalist who is called up by a rich man to investigate the disappearance of his niece. Now, his niece has been missing for like 40 years, and the police have investigated. The rich man has gone through a heartache and all this stuff. After 40 years, he has no idea what has happened to his niece, whose name is Harriet, and this is kind of like his last resort. So he hires Michael Bloomfist, however you say his last name, Daniel Craig, to investigate the disappearance. Now, they think she was murdered, but you really don't know because no one has ever found a body or anything. So he is called to investigate that, and he hires Daniel Craig. Eventually hires Rooney Mara, who plays Lesbeth, as a researcher. So they kind of tag team into this investigation, and they find out this really like huge secret that the family is hiding. For people who have read the book, it's always that thing where there's so much more detail in the book than there is in the movie. So there was a lot of things that actually they did a pretty good job of putting a lot of the main stuff that was in the book into the movie, which was good, both in the Swedish version and the American version. So the problem though I have with this is that towards the end of the movie, there is a conflict that needs to be resolved that started in the very beginning of the story of the movie and of the book, and they kind of resolve it at the end. But I just feel like for the Swedish version and the American version, having a resolution in there that had nothing really to do with the disappearance of Harriet, to me, it was pointless to have it in the movie, because you have this big build-up and you solve the case of the disappearance of Harriet, and then it goes into this other side topic that was discussed in the beginning of the movie, but it doesn't really tie in too much with the main disappearance of Harriet. So the ending was all for both movies was just it just took away from everything. Like, it should have just ended with the resolution of the disappearance of Harriet, and that would be it. But I understand they're trying to set up stuff for the next movie, but I don't know. To me, it just kind of took away from the movie. But in the book, it's fine. It's great because you really understand what's going on in the book. But anyway, so what do I give this movie? I will give this movie 4 stars. I thought it was really good. I really like the Swedish version as well. But one thing that was so weird is that this movie took place in Sweden, but everyone spoke English. And to me, that kind of just takes away from realism of the story and of the movie. I would have liked to see them adapt the story into a American style, like some famous company that this rich man owns. He owns in America, and I wish it just would have took place in America, because having people speak English over in Sweden doesn't make any sense. Like, you have the signs on buildings is written in Swedish, and but nobody speaks Sweden. They're all Swedish. They're all speaking English, which doesn't make any sense, and it kind of threw the movie off for me. So if I can't give it a 3.5, I have to give it a 4. It was a really good story. The acting was good. It was great. So I thought the girl that played Lesbeth she did a really good job. There was a little bit of dramatic moments that she was really dramatic sometimes, and I didn't like that. But overall, 4 stars. I definitely say go check it out. If you haven't seen the Swedish version, sure, check it out. Even if you haven't read the book. But yeah, so 4 stars. Check it out. So I told you guys I told someone I would do a review of this, so there you go. Alright. Peace. Have a good night.